We love answering viewer questions, and one viewer question was, I want to know how I can attach media that I upload to Ancestry.com to a specific event. I thought that was a fantastic question, and we're going to tackle that next. Howdy, I'm Devin Noel Lee with Family History Fanatics, where we help you understand your DNA, climb your family tree, and write your ancestor stories along the way. If family history isn't fun, you're doing it wrong. And what's more fun than being able to share media files with other users of Ancestry.com? Let's say you have a picture and you want to upload it to Ancestry. Well, you can just stick it in a gallery, but what if that picture pertains to a specific event? And not only that, what if it's a picture of a document that pertains to a specific event? How can you attach that media to a specific event? I can't wait to show you how to do it. Let's hop over to Ancestry.com. So here I am on Ancestry.com with one of my favorite ancestors. He's my brick wall, as I have tagged him using my tree tags. If you have not begun using the My Tree Tags feature on Ancestry, be sure you visit the description for this video for a link to how to use My Tree Tags. So this is Joseph, and I do have some images that I want to share on Ancestry. Now, before you share your images, you have to be prepared that people are going to take your images and they're going to download them and they're going to upload them to Ancestry and not give you any credit. That's why I'm okay with sharing these particular images. So I'm going to go to my gallery and I'm going to upload media. You have to have some media to begin with. So here is my gallery, and I am going to bring a picture over of his death story. Now notice this is a handwritten note about his death told in a very convoluted way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to title this Joseph Geisler's death story, and I went ahead and put in the beta symbol. If you need to get characters like that, just go Google it. I just typed in the German beta, I copied the beta, and I dropped it in, and we're good to go. What kind of media is this? Well, this is a document or certificate or other. It's really kind of an other. Well, we can call it a document. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a date on this. I don't really have a date for when this was created, but I know that Joseph died in 1863 in July. So I'm just going to put July 1863. The place was Franklin County, Ohio. There is quite a bit of dispute over where this took place. It's written in my book about Joseph Geisler that I talk about in my story, 5 Ways to Write the Story of Your Immigrant Ancestor. If you haven't seen that video, go to the description to find a link to that. So now I can go through and talk about, I put what is this? This is a story. It is handed down through the generations, and now I can link it not only to Joseph, but I could put it to Henry Joseph Geisler, because he's also named in this article. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and click done. We've added media to our gallery. Some of you already know that, but just in case you didn't, that's how you do it. So now I'm going to go back to facts, because remember, we want to talk about how do we take this media and add it to events. Well, the likely event that we want to attach this to is to Joseph's death. So I'm going to come down here and click on the death, make that purple, and click edit. So I can change the facts about his death, but if I click on media, now I have all the media that is available to be attached to events. So I can go ahead and click this Joseph Geisler's death story to his death, and we're good to go. And then it automatically saves it when I X out of it. Notice that little thumbnail right there has his death story attached to an event. Let me go ahead and show you one more example of uploading uploading a record and attaching it to an event. So in this case, I'm going to upload to the gallery the baptism from the Catholic Church in Ohio for Joseph's son. Now, this is written in Latin, and I don't read Latin just yet, but since there are a lot of Catholic records coming online, I need to brush up on some Latin. So this is the baptismal record for Karl Geisler, and I'm going to get that German beta again and put it in there because it's really the accurate reflection of his last name. And then what kind of media is this? This is definitely a document. Let me go ahead and not waste your time, and I'm going to fill in this information and get right back to you. So now that I have the record in the gallery for Karl, I'm going to do a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to do is once again go through the process, and I'm going to edit his christening details. Click on edit, click on media, and now I'm going to, oops, don't click on the image, click on the add the details to his event. If you click down here, you see what I did. If I clicked right here, it takes me to the record. We don't want that. We want to add it to the file. Now, one of the things I discovered was I had a mistake. Genealogists make mistakes. It is perfectly okay. He was actually christened at the Catholic Church in Columbus, Ohio. It no longer exists, so the records are held by the Holy Cross Catholic Church there in Columbus. So I went ahead and put that description right there. So lots of places where you can edit, and improve your research using the fields here on Ancestry.com. So take advantage of these. Super exciting. So glad that our viewer asked this question. So I'm going to go ahead and click save, and now that information is right there. But even though this image is tagged to Joseph and Karl and Caroline, it does not appear on the fact tree, the fact timeline for Joseph and Caroline. So let's say you want to add an event and the media associated with that event to all of the people involved. So we can see that we have birth of Karl, but you can't change it, and the christening doesn't come over. I wish Ancestry would change that. I'd like to see all of the events that happen in the children's lives on this record timeline. It would really make it pretty powerful. So since we can't, let's go ahead and add an event. We're going to do a custom event, and we're going to label this the christening of Karl Geisler. So once I have all of this information in, I can once again go and add the media right there, the baptism for Joseph's son. And now, if I scroll down here, I have the birth, and I also have the christening. This one automatically came when because I created a profile for the son, Karl, and put in his birth facts. That automatically came, and then I was able to add a custom event to this profile and then add the media there. So there you have it. That's how you can add media to specific events in your Ancestry profile page with all of the facts that you're trying to associate their different records with. If you have any further questions, please let's have a discussion in the comment section. Always be sure to check our description for the video for any show note links or references that we've talked about here on our video, and check out our latest video on Ancestry right here.